Hey everybody, Aaron here from the Cool Guys Nation, and welcome to a unboxing video for Warhammer 40k. Today we have two items that I just got in the mail. The first is the Death Masque starter set, which I'm very excited, and in typical GW fashion, there is a piece that they had to include outside the box, which is the instructions for building Harlequin jet bikes. And then we have the new Deathwatch limited edition book straight from the Citadel vault, and we're going to open this up last. Obviously, we also have the dice, so we're going to take a look at the new dice as well. So let's go ahead and open up the Death Masque. Alright, so this is very reminiscent of some other starter sets that they've made in the past. I'm really excited for this one because my understanding is that it has this small rule book in it, which was so popular in 5th edition with the beach, Black Rock Beach or something. I don't remember, it was Orcs and Marines. And here we go. Here is the box full of stuff. And I have to say that typically GW does a really good job of always making sure that you have everything that you need, even if they have to add something on the outside. I believe the Silver Tower, which is over on the shelf over there, had bases that were not included in the box. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in here. We have a set of bases. That crinkling is probably super annoying. Yeah, so this is really cool. Very nice. We have lots of Eldar stuff, and of course we have more Marines, because I love my Marines. And I actually have a 500 point Eldar army, so it'll be nice to add this. That'll give me a nice little force that I can use. So there is a bunch of stuff in here. I actually don't know everything that's in the box. It's probably on the back of the box. So let's go ahead and take this stuff out, take a look at it, to see what's in here. But what I'm really interested in is what is underneath the sprues. But the sprues look pretty good. Oh, that's really pretty. I'm really excited to put together this dreadnought. Here we go. This is what I am excited in right here. So, of course, we also have our decals, and we have more instructions, and we have our clear bases, our big bases. But this right here, this is what I have been looking for, the tiny 40k rulebook. So that's super exciting. Let's just get all this stuff out of the box, and then we can flip it over, and maybe it will tell us what is inside. So in this box, a 40-page Death Masque campaign book, super cool. Watch Captain Artemis, 10 Deathwatch Space Marines, 1 Deathwatch Venerable Dreadnought, Eldritch Earthen, 1 Harlequin Death Dresser, 12 Harlequins, 2 Harlequin Skyweavers, 1 Harlequin Voidweaver, and the Warhammer 40k rulebook. So let's go ahead and try to pick out some of the new Space Marine stuff. I believe that this is a few of them right here. Nope, that's a lie. That was not Marines. Where are my Marines at? Here we go. This is a Marine. Do we know what it is? It looks like an individual of some kind. I'm not entirely sure who that is. That's more Harlequin stuff. Here we have our Deathwatch Marines, and we got some cool storm shields and hammers and capes. And I haven't actually looked at the book. I downloaded the digital copy, but I was waiting for the actual book to open it because I figured that would be our Dreadnought sprue. And I don't know if you can see this. I'll try to get a little bit closer, but you know how miniatures are on camera. It has some really pretty writing on it. Like, it's really cool looking. I'm excited. It's got some cool details on the last cannons. Very nice. Very nice. So that is what you get in the Death Masque. Let's go ahead and open the campaign book and the tiny rule book. So here we go. They had one of these in 5th edition that came with the starter set, and this is really nice to have the pocket-sized rule book. I'm so excited for this. Hopefully they won't, cancel the rules in 6 months, which, maybe it'll happen. But yeah, a whole 40k book, the small one. You can't beat this. This thing is awesome. And then a campaign book, which I'm also excited for. So let's check out what we have here. So we have, we have our instruction guide. Let's go ahead and start with that. So this is a pretty nice instruction book. We have the Uthrin. Very cool. We have our Harlequin Troop. Harlequin Troop has a lot of instructions. And of course we have our Star Weaver and Void Weaver. And what else do we have? And then we get over to the captain. So yeah, this guy is Captain Artemis, and he looks pretty beefy. Then we have our vulnerable dreadnought rules. These rules are really nice. I think these will be pretty easy to follow. And I guess it comes with lots of guns for the different variants. It has las cannons, it has plasma cannon, it has heavy bolter. It's got all sorts of stuff. And then we have the kill team. So very nice. Very nice. And the kill team can have thunder hammers. Ooh, these maces. That's really cool. I don't know if you can see this mace. Right here. Right here. A mace. Very cool. So we're going to have to assemble and get this stuff painted up really quick because I really want to play with it. And then it comes with a Vanguard Veteran. Very nice. Deathwatch Veterans. Very cool. That's awesome. All right, so then we have the campaign book, and this should be a lot of fun too. Of course, it has a bunch of fluff, which I'm excited to read, and I assume that it also has some cool missions. So one of our first mission 1, Echoes of War, a Parlay Scorned, is actually played on a 2-foot by 2-foot table. I wonder why. Maybe it's because it's an introduction into the game. Mission 2, Death in the Midst. Very cool. Also played on a 2 by 2 table. Mission 3, Echoes of War to the Death. And then we have our stats for some of the guys. We have the Forces of the Deathwatch. We have the Captain Artemis. And of course, we're going to go over all this stuff in a little bit when we take a look at the new book. But we have the Squad Groll. This is very cool. Very cool. It's also nice to have this as a quick reference guide. Because it's a lot thinner and smaller. And then, of course, the Harlequin stuff. I don't know if there's anything new in there. Truthfully, I'm not very excited about the Harlequins, but I am excited about the campaign, and I'm very excited about the tiny rule book, which unfortunately is a little banged up, but that's okay. All right, next we are going to take a look at the Deathwatch dice. So this came with the book. I actually wish I didn't have to pull that off because it has a pretty cool sticker on it. Maybe I can save this somehow. You know what? I'm going to put it on the back of my rule book. Very cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this up. The dice are much bigger than the Games Workshop dice used to be. And they are quite pretty. So it looks like... Alright, so the dice have the different factions for... all of your different Marines, which is really cool. Wow, that's really nice. So that means that no matter what faction of Marines you play, these dice are going to be really cool for you. And of course, if you want a full set of like Dark Angel or something, you're going to have to get more. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this one. Wow, could you go any slower, camera? Gee whiz. Okay. So these are the dice. I think that's really awesome that you have all these different factions represented. Is it one of each? No, we got 2 of that one, and 1 of that one, and 1 of that one. There's your wolves. I don't know all the factions by heart, obviously. So you definitely have more of the Deathwatch dice, obviously. There's your Ultramarine. Yeah, so that's really cool. So if you wanted to get like a full set of Ultramarine, I guess you're gonna have to buy them on eBay or buy a whole bunch of packs, or maybe they're gonna come out with dice where you can buy a little bit of everything. But this is pretty nice, definitely nice. I'm excited for the dice and its box. Its box is nice too. Like that's a really cool box. The dice seem to be very good quality. I'm not usually a big fan of the dice with the numbers on it, especially when it has a line through it. I find they can be a little bit hard to see, especially for your opponent. You always want your opponent to be able to read your dice and vice versa. And definitely if you're shooting films, then you want your dice legible. But these are really cool. So I am excited for those. And now let's zoom the camera back out. Bum, 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 bada, bum, bum. All right, let's go ahead and unwrap the book, the full book. And I'm sorry for the audio right there. I'm not wearing my audio thing. All right, so it comes in this tissue paper. It has this nice little Citadel Vault sticker on it, which hopefully we can remove without totally destroying it. And then we have our book. All right, so let's not destroy our sticker because I do like stickers. Who doesn't like stickers? All right, so here is the back of the book. He who allows the alien to live shares its crime of existence. Wow, that sounds pretty intense. On this side, it says, hatred is the Emperor's greatest gift to humanity. Ooh, and check out the front. It's kind of shiny. Very pretty. All right, let's go ahead and open the box. And we have a nice little pull tab to get things out. So we are going to start with the rule book itself. So it's very pretty. Oh, it opens much nicer. Sometimes these specialty books, the binding is pretty bad. Wow, this is really pretty. I'm very excited to go over all of this stuff. What a beautiful book. It's not edged in silver, it's edged in black. Black. And then of course you have all your different factions with your different color schemes so you can get painting ideas. And I assume that the back of the book, as always, is your data sheets, which is very, very exciting. All right, so let's gently set this down over here. Next in the box, we have an envelope. And I have no idea what's in the envelope. It is your stickers. It's your decals, and it's very hard to see because they're all white. Every single decal is white, 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 but there are a lot of them, including very tiny text. Maybe we can get a little bit of a view there. So those are the decals, and we'll also gingerly set that aside. And then next, we have a paperback book, which again is black with the silver printed on it. Xenos Hunters, Veterans of the Long War. And it looks like it is more lore and pretty pictures of paint and whatnot. Very cool. Very, very cool. Just some fun stuff. Ooh, that's really pretty. That's a neat art right there. And we have our box number. You can take a look at that. We are number 567 of 1000. Too bad. Ooh, it says hatred steals our resolve. Not like steals as in stole our resolve, but like steals as in like makes it harder. So 567 of 1000. All right, so next we have a whole bunch of little books. And then of course we're gonna have our cards and our tokens, but we'll take a look at those in a minute. So our next book is, it's a painting guide. Very nice. So how to paint your new Deathwatch, which is awesome. I like painting guides a lot. So that is super cool. Excellent. That's a nice little thing to have. And then again, we have another book, and this is the poster. So they always come with a poster, or I shouldn't say always, but most of the time they come with a poster. And I mean, the only problem with the poster is that they're folded, so it's really not something that you're gonna hang up. But one side is a map of the universe, which is very neat. And then the other side is your Deathwatch Veteran Marine. Very cool. And of course I have to try to fold this back up now. Hey, I did it. That's nice. I probably won't hang it up. So next, let's take a look at the objective markers. So they're like in the shape of shoulder pads. And on one side, they have the number. And on the other side, they have text. Is all the text the same? Yeah, it looks like all the text is the same. You can't really read it. It's mostly cut off, but these are your Deathwatch objective markers. That is really cool. Then, of course, we have the cards. There we go. So, these are our psychic powers. And wow, they're really pretty. They're like a heavy cardboard with silver writing on them. So they're very pretty. So we have Technomancy, Librarius, Geokinesis, Fulmination, and then we have Mission Tactics, which is very cool. Obviously, I'm going to have to read over all of those things. Right? So there is our Mission Tactics, and then we are going to have our objective cards. And I actually like this at the sleeve instead of like a deck of cards. So big game hunter, secure objective. These are our objective markers. So overall, that is gorgeous. I am really excited about it. Of course, now I need to very delicately put everything back. I think it's going to be super fun. I am actually excited for the Harlequins. I like the Harlequins in the Death Masque. I am very excited for the tiny rule book. Now, obviously, people are going to be selling those independently, but might as well start out with some miniatures for the new Codex and kind of build up my Eldar army a little bit. But overall, very cool. So let's just go ahead and put everything back. Now, some of these limited edition books, because I have the Mechanicum limited edition book and I have the Ultramarine limited edition book, and it was impossible to get these markers out. So I'm glad that this one wasn't packed as tight as some of the other ones are. I'm going to go ahead and put our string back down. And we're going to put our decals back in their envelope. This would be fun to send like a birthday card in. Bum, bum, bum. Go in, decals. Excellent. And then we will put our rule book back on top. Wonderful. Wonderful. So that is the limited edition for the new army that just came out. It is very pretty. Along with the new starter set with the small rule book. I think it looks fantastic. Of course, I'm going to go through the rules and do a review on the new rules for the new army, but that will be next time. So see you later. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you're interested in watching my battle reports, there is going to be new battle reports hosted on Mini Wargaming over the next couple of weeks. I did get a new camera and have been working on the lighting, so I hope that everybody enjoys the battle reports much more. Once again, until next time, this has been Aaron from the Cool Guys Nation.